and people just flock.
No one flocks. There's no flocking. There's absolutely no flocking. It's like the exact opposite of flocking. There we go. Resident Evil 5 with Rock Legacy. That's good.
There we go.
It is live. And then this gets weird. So let me make sure that I have chat up before I
Hmm.
go over to this Windows Live event here.
Here, let me test. Okay, I'm watching your stream.
Okay.
Let's
Let's
see if
not
I can
have
hear my own audio.
let's not have the echo.
Yeah, no, I just
Just
need to see if I hear. Okay, cool.
all right. Let's see.
Okay, cool. I can hear my own audio.
As long as you can hear yourself, you're
Yeah.
fine. All right, that's
Yeah,
good.
well, yeah. Well, I just needed to know, like, it's like, okay,
Well, oh
how's
God, we
my
should have
audio?
worked. We should have worked this out. How do I play with you?
Oh, for Resident Evil?
Yes.
What you're gonna do? Well, actually, yeah, there we go.
Join game? I could probably, if you can start a new game, chapter 1, and then I can join you.
Uh, yeah, I can try. Let's see. Chapter select. We're gonna go ahead. Chapter 1-1. Normal. I'll be Sheva.
Shova. Wait.
Should I change her costume to be default, or can I keep tribal Sheva?
You can keep tribal Sheva. Why would you not keep tribal Sheva? I have no idea what tribal Sheva is, but
It's just her in like
we
her
want that.
traditional,
We we want
tribal
that.
garb.
Well,
Yeah.
then
Oh,
obviously we want that.
all right. I'm just making sure if it's okay with the YouTubes.
As long as it's not showing nips or the
No,
nips or
it's
the
like
clit, we can't do that. Then
it's
YouTube
like
doesn't like it.
It's like traditional summertime bikini or something.
That's fine. Bikinis are fine.
Uh,
I think. I hope.
invite anyone.
They show them on Twitch.
We'll find out. I mean, they have a hot tub thing on Twitch.
Dude, yes, they definitely do. There are tons of people who apparently watch. Oh God, is this gonna work? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bum bum bum.
Is it giving you that games for Windows Live?
There we go.
There we go.
Oh. Well, that's
Yes,
quick.
you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. You did it. You joined. Now,
Do I need to organize or buy?
well, no, I have a shit ton of ammo. So, is anybody watching the stream right now? I don't know what's.
Probably not. It's probably just you.
Well, no, I actually have my phone off. I'm not.
Okay,
I don't
good.
like-
Then it was one
So,
person.
yeah.
We just lost him. Hey, we just lost him. there was one person until we were like, is there somebody watching this?
Well, here we go. Let's give them an intro for the future. Hello, everyone. I'm Rock Legacy. I'm joined by Master Turkey, or I am joining Master Turkey. This is his channel, after all. And we're going to be going through Resident Evil 5. And I'm going to be teaching him some Resident Evil tech, because after I got done watching Resident Evil 4 playthroughs of his adventures, and I couldn't stop crying, laughing, and being angry all at the same time.
All at the same time.
It's an emotional roller
It's
coaster.
an emotional roller coaster.
You definitely should check it out. I'm here to show him the world of Resident Evil 5. So go ahead and clean out your
Clean it out.
inventory. We're going to go ahead and give you some stuff. As you can see, I don't know if you can see on my side of all the things that I have. You should be, I don't know if you should be able to see. No, it says partner isn't ready. So yeah, I have a shit ton of ammo.
Oh, whoa,
So
whoa.
whatever you need.
So what should I be equipping with though? I see a shit ton of ammo. I see a handgun. We probably definitely want a handgun, right?
Yeah, handguns are pretty basic.
What do we got? What else? We got a sniper rifle?
I have a sniper rifle.
What's better than there is a Dragunov? I can't say things. Dragunov or the S75? We'll just do that S75.
Yeah, the S75 is the more powerful rifle, even
Nice.
though it is the slower rifle,
Okay.
more traditional to the RE4 one.
All right. That one
Then
felt
you
pretty
also,
good.
yeah. So then you have assault rifle. But you
So
should
how
be
much?
good.
Okay, I like that. But what? So what? I need the Sig 55. I need 5.56. Well, what is the Dragunov or what does the S75 shoot?
In terms of damage.
Oh, machine gun is just 5.56. That's what they want. Is machine gun is 5.56? Is that what we're saying?
You just need
Okay.
machine gun ammo. Yeah.
I got it. And then some health things, and then that's it, or?
Yeah. I mean, I got. Hold on. Here you go.
There we go.
Add some more of that ammo.
Okay.
For health, don't worry about that.
Okay.
I got you covered. Because here's the thing about my character. I played the shit out of Resident Evil 5, so all my weapons are infinite.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. Good for you. So you just stock up on your. All you have to do is use your weapons and then the sprays.
You show me who took your lunch money, and I will put them in their place.
Okay, I like it.
Are you gonna have the cutscenes play? Skip them? I don't know what you're gonna do here.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I mean, I usually let them play. But this is your channel. It's up to you. So I'm down. I've seen this a billion fucking times. So it's not for me.
Okay. Well, who's this lady? What is she doing? Why are they driving so fast? What's going on there?
Oh,
what's the rush? What's the rush?
She is cosplaying as a Bloodborne character. Now, if you're joining us tonight and you want a distraction from the real world, I completely understand. And Resident Evil 5 is a great place to escape into a world unlike any other. And everything's completely far-fetched. It's about a biohazard that you have to fight.
We secured the underground route to the coordinates.
Well, there's your one obvious joke of the day. But this one's different. This one makes everyone zombie parasites.
So I mean, it's the same thing though, right? The T-virus is out there in the world.
Oh no!
And we have to go murder a bunch of people and remove the T-virus.
The T-virus, like if you really want to get technical,
should have seen it coming.
The T-virus was long gone. This is based off. Well, this is the origin of the T-virus. Actually. So you're actually fighting kind of like
shifting the balance of
a
power
new genetic virus that will inevitably become the C-virus, which you get into Resident Evil 6.
Like Raccoon City was inevitable.
And
I guess we could probably skip this. If we're just gonna, we'll just skip it.
Yeah, go ahead, skip it.
We'll just play the game.
Skip it, skip it.
We'll just skip it.
There's a counter on the ball.
We'll just skip it.
That was the very best thing of all.
Oh no, what's going on? Are we on vacation? Me and you?
Chris here.
Is that what's going down?
And clear, Kirk.
Holy crap, that point of view is...
Now, if you
is there a way to change the POV?
Or
it's not so directly on his back?
Yeah, it's directly on his back. Because remember, if you thought Resident Evil 4's controls sucked,
that
was when it was slightly improved. You're actually using the original. It really depends on what your control scheme is, because technically you're using the original Resident Evil 4 control scheme, where your aim and melee buttons were all technically on one side or one shoulder.
How about like just how like oh wow it lets you run off as I'm doing this. Screen settings. It's not screen settings. How do you pull off of his back a little bit? What is that? Like an FOV slider? There is no FOV slider.
Yeah, there is no. This was purely console.
Oh.
So yeah,
okay.
So basically everything is just all up on the back. This is why it defined the term over the shoulder.
Jesus, like that is terrible.
At the time, it was.
It was tough.
At the time.
It was legendary at the time.
it was great because when you think about it, you look at games like Dead Space, Gears of War, um, because of Resident Evil 4, it really shaped and changed the way gaming was in terms
Was
of
this
third person.
before or after Gears of War?
This is way after. Gears of War came out
Okay.
in 2006.
Is that-
Gears of War,
for us Americans.
That had cover mechanics. This also has cover mechanics, I'm assuming.
this has cover mechanics later on because this was when they started to play around with the contextual button presses more, because this was in the phase where the guy who drew Mega Man, I forget his name. I want to say Kiji Inafune.
Oh, everything's full because I already have dope ass
you
weapons.
just hit your D-pad.
Because I'm badass. I got a
There you
gun.
And this is going to be the only important cutscene to watch.
Okay.
There you go. And now we can skip.
Destination.
This will be the only important cutscene to watch. And next.
Alpha team's waiting at the deal location.
Good.
What do you know
There you
about
go.
Ouroboros?
Yeah, you're right.
But,
Mostly
Resident Evil 4 came out in 2005. Gears of War came out a year later. And you had Dead Space
Remember, we're a
in
team.
2008.
Whatever happens,
Wait, is that the same? Wasn't Resident Evil 4 you could press a button and pull out your knife like that?
But I can still
Yeah,
Okay.
but remember with Resident Evil 5, you didn't have the option to aim and then fire with the trigger. You actually have to fire with one of your face buttons. Because that's what I was trying to say. Like,
Wow.
with the Resident Evil 4 version that you're playing on the PS4, you can aim with the left trigger, shoot with the right trigger. But because you're playing the original Resident Evil 5, this had the original Resident Evil 4 control scheme, which was aim with the right trigger, fire with the square button if you got PlayStation, or the X button if you got Xbox.
Come on!
Okay.
So-
This has the trigger set up.
Okay, well, you could also change it, so you probably have control style 1.
Ah.
That's why I was asking you during your live stream if you had control style 1 or control style 2, because when I was telling you about quick turn, this is quick turn,
Let me see.
which is basically pulling back on holding back on the left thumbstick while pushing A.
Oh, you're right. I have that too. Boom.
Yeah, that's quick turn.
Oh,
because
okay.
That's what's supposed to help you catch enemies, from your side. Also, another thing that I was trying to tell you, because like I said, I can only type so fast, and by the time you see it, it gets delayed. So yeah, that door, you push it and it slowly opens, right?
Yeah.
But wait for it to close, and then you double tap. You can kick it open.
Ah.
And whatever enemies are on the other side, they will be affected.
Ah. I like it.
So all those cultists that you had in the castle, you could have just knocked them on the floor and then knife them.
Ah.
Never neglect your knife. Mr. Stabby is your friend,
Got it.
because the enemies have to still abide by tank controls. Even though you have shitty tank controls, they have shitty tank control combat. So they have to fight under your handicap.
Where are you at?
Oh, I'm way over here.
Where the hell's way over here? Ah.
Yeah,
There you go.
hold down the left bumper, and that should. Oh wait.
Pulls out my knife.
Yeah, pulls out your knife. How about the left trigger? What is that? That should be.
I have LB, and that shows like a scans the UAV basically.
Okay. One of the buttons on your controller should be the highlight the partner button, where you will have this pulsating circle showing where I'm at.
Come on!
Roger. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Okay.
Go. Go.
Roger!
Go.
Come
Always a
on!
classic.
Go.
Anytime someone discovers this,
Thanks.
you just end up doing this for like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, but this one you actually have to press B to open. Oh, it's a team event.
Yeah, it's a team event.
Well, let's
because
be teamy.
They want to force some form of co-op, because like I said,
got
at the
to.
time when Capcom was going through its American phase, they wanted to make games, because of the success of Resident Evil 4, they wanted to make games more predominantly Western culture, more Americanized. So that's why you have things like Bionic Commando, Dark Void. Um, it was all just kind of like this terrible dark time for Capcom, and that's why a lot of games just ended up being kind of what they were. It was out of focus, and it was really Resident Evil 6 that made them change their tune, going, yeah, no, this isn't going to work.
How bad was Resident Evil 6?
Resident Evil 6 was so bad, they released a demo in order to advertise the game, because every Resident Evil since then had a demo, so it was kind of tradition, right?
Yeah.
Demo, beta, but this was during the time in the industry where demos and games were being rushed, and by the time you played the demo, you kind of got an idea of how the game felt, and people were being very quick to judge it. We're going to go ahead and try to get you a dual treasure. We're just going to let everyone pile up this out of the way. Because if you kill everybody coming through, they should drop a gem. Eventually. But, of course, you got to wait for them to funnel through here. And the conga line of death, watch out behind you. So, like I said, in Resident Evil 4, the conga line of death bullets do penetrate. So if you have a
so you're lining up, you shoot through one, it hits the other one. Ah!
Basically, depending on the caliber of the round, the bullets can penetrate, and that's what I do all the time in Resident Evil 4 to save up, because the enemies have to walk in a narrow path. Everything about Resident Evil is narrow. Because originally, Chris was supposed to be on his own. Sheva was not supposed to be here.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't co-op.
It wasn't co-op. When they first premiered Resident Evil 5, they were trying to basically recreate formula and got their gem. So there you go. They were trying to recreate the formula of Resident Evil 4, but due to controversy, given the subject nature of where Chris is and what he's particularly doing.
Oh, killing a bunch of natives? Like being white man, killing a bunch of natives.
Basically, for lack of a better word.
Gotcha.
But basically, that was what was the main issue.
So then they added this
the kind of soft
Amazonian hot chick to like make it less white mansplainy.
Basically.
Nice.
To kind of
I like it.
Diffuse the political tension.
I dig it. Nobody likes a white man splaining to him, man.
Well, the thing is, like, it's not that Capcom's
especially when the
racist.
splaining comes with like an SMG.
Yeah, it's not that Capcom's racist. They're just stupid sometimes. They don't know.
Yeah.
Like Resident Evil 1 is proof of that. Because they thought that was good voice acting. They didn't know how English voice acting should sound like.
Ah, that's right. That was pretty bad, by the way.
Well, that was the.
Oh, where are we going? We're going here?
Yeah, we're supposed to investigate this. We have to investigate the door to learn to kick it. I think I can kick this.
Boom, we figured it out. That is a big ass axe, man. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, no, wait. We'll see the Kool-Aid Man.
Cool.
But
come on.
Come on.
with Resident Evil 5, they kind of also, it was also around that time where it was also convenient for them to kind of slap a quick co-op thing together, because you had Gears of War 2, you had
Halo,
Rising,
all the stuff where people like to play together.
Yeah, because online cooperative play was growing, and split screen was kind of dying out at that time. Not completely. That happened later on, because this was still the early 2000s. It was like around 2012, 2013 that you started dying out, and you left the game.
No, it crashed.
Oh, it crashed. Okay.
Yeah. Oh no. Wait, no, it's working. What the hell? Oh my god, it crashed.
Yeah, because it said you left the game, so I got AI control Chris.
Yep, it crashed. That's awesome. What's up, Ethan?
But
So one person is watching and then it crashes.
yay!
Good job. Games
Welcome.
for Windows Live. Fantastic.
Yay! That was
Yay.
another bullshit thing that Microsoft did. Yay! You remember Games for Windows Live, where it was supposed to prevent piracy and make your games unplayable? I mean, enhance your gameplay.
Can I just still just join you?
I would have to back out,
What up?
and I would have to re-invite you.
Oh, okay. Wait, that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that we have to sit through the same shit, does it?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay.
We probably will have to go back to whatever the last checkpoint was, because
Okay.
unlike 4, this had more active checkpoints.
Okay, well, that's fine. I'll wait. I'm sorry that you have to back out, man.
No, you're good. You're fine.
I didn't know that it was going to crash, obviously.
No one ever does. Resident Evil 5 is a very temperamental game because they never fully got rid of the games for Windows Live. So it's only the fandom that's keeping this game going. Capcom just said, to hell with the PC version. We'll release it a million more times on Switch and PS4. PC people seem to figure out how to fix it themselves.
Yeah.
Kind of like that's what Japan usually does. They just kind of give you the game and just tell you, you deal with it.
Yeah.
Because look what happened in Ninja Gaiden.
Holy shit. It just did it again while it was looking for your game. That's crazy, dude.
What the hell?
It's not just Ninja Gaiden. I feel like it's a lot of games that
Remember
Nier had like no patches for like days.
Nier had a lot of issues where
it just finally got patched like by them like well after the modder like released his patch. Like modders have to release a patch. Like
that's the only time they do something where they're like, wait a minute, someone's doing a better job than us. Oh hell no. Like, I remember Tales of Symphonia on PC had the same issue. Actually, a lot of Namco Bandai games had the same issue. I know Dark Souls, the original release, had some issues. And one guy with a shitty computer...
Oh, you have to invite me again. But via... Okay, let's try this again.
One guy with a shitty computer was able to do the work of an entire staff in less than 24 hours. He had a fix.
For which one?
I think Dark Souls and Tales of Symphonia. Because I think with Symphonia, it was something with the scaling issue. Like it just wasn't truly rendering HD. It was like cropped at a 4:3 ratio, and because I think they just ported the GameCube version, just saying.
Oh my god. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this. It keeps crashing, bruh.
Yeah, double check and see if you...
I wonder if I can...
Yeah, try to invite me. Let's see.
Let's see if we can do that.
Let me back up. I would have
Start.
Resident Evil 5.
Do I have to invite you through Steam, or can I...
You should... I think that's the only way to do it from here.
So wait, if I do chapter continue, how do I invite you then?
Well, you have to shift tab. Yeah, you would have to shift tab, go to your friends list, and then invite the lobby. Because it has to be through Steam. Through the Resident Evil menu itself, I don't remember the PC version ever had one.
But you have to have RE5 up while you're doing it, right? Good God. All I see is invite to watch. I don't see invite to lobby. Invite to watch. It doesn't say like there's a trading thing. There's a start voice chat.
Yeah, you're not in the lobby yet. Yeah, so when you
Oh.
Yeah, you have to go all the way to that menu where you and I are selecting weapons and stuff.
So I have to go continue,
Yeah, continue. Then you go. Then
Okay.
you give you the network options, right?
then start game.
Yeah, you see, you check network options online, co-op settings, invite only, and then infinite ammo, yes. Attack reaction, yes.
I don't have any of those things. You have those things probably from playing through the game. I have attack
Yeah.
reaction. Yes.
Okay, well that's fine. I have plenty of ammo for both of us. You can just start the game and then invite me through that way.
Uh-huh. Good God, games for Windows Live.
Well, this was also just Capcom not really making a good online interface, because this was around the time where they had to learn how to make console games because the arcades were dead. Because remember, they just released Street Fighter 4 and they were learning how to create games in a world without arcade cabinets.
Okay, I sent an invite. See if that works.
Yeah, I'm
We
accepting it
lost
now.
we lost Ethan. In our Okay, that works. Poor Ethan. Felt bad for Ethan.
This is boring.
Alright.
Master Turkey's stream of Resident Evil 5 is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. Be bored out of your fucking mind by clicking the same damn thing.
My God, I watched this guy Drifter. No, I feel like this is talking shit. Edit that last part out. I'm surprised when certain people jump on the Raid Shadow Legends thing, man. It's interesting. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, money talks. Speaking of money, have you tried honey? Oh my god. Honey is the best thing. I can buy all my weed online.
I didn't move like any
Actually,
zombies I've ever seen.
So if they approached me, I might do it, because I use them to track, because I do the retro video games, I do the occasionally comics, I'll do magic. It's nice to know what the price of something is at a certain time. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
how
if it's a
far...
If it's a product you actually use and believe in,
Fine, but Raid Shadow Legends? That guy doesn't... Nobody plays Raid Shadow Legends. No one.
there has to be somebody.
There's somebody... Oh!
There has to be one person. That's right, it's not infinite. Oh, that's right, you don't have infinite. Oh.
I'm sorry, I haven't beaten the game, so I can't add infinite ammo.
I forgot I just wasted all my bullets. Don't worry, I got this.
Good old tank controls.
I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. I'm gonna have to snap everything. Superhuman mode.
Oh, shit! Get some. You also get some. Everyone just get some. Get some. All of you just get some. Oh, shit. Oh, shit! Okay, I need to back up. I need some... Oh,
Yeah, this is what we call Mama Chef sprays. Mama Chef has got you. That was the thing about Chef's AI. She was famous not because she was a character, but because she was one of the Ashley's AI and good for the time. Sheva's AI, on the other hand, because she was just put there in the last minute, she was mostly in your day. Whenever you had first aid, if you were close to dying, she would never heal you.
wow.
If you felt your breathing low, she would raise the first aid rate.
That sucks. Of yours. Wow.
So you have to basically get to it before she would grab it, because her AI was
Wow.
because her AI would react as like trying to be like a player. So she would try to grab items in the world, but she would also use them. So kind of like you don't have to worry about managing her resources. But because she was so inaccurate, because she was trying to allow the player to shoot more enemies, she would just kind of shoot for show.
Oh, because she was trying to let you get the most kills and
She was
stuff like
trying
that.
to, exactly. She was trying to let you get the most kills. So in her doing that, though, she wasted the inventory that you were accumulating, making her AI damn near impossible to play
Command
with.
Kirk.
And
The locals were
making
hostile and we had to
this
use
a
force. We don't have any
must-be
contingency
co-op
plans for this
experience. It was
situation, do we,
basically
Kirk?
multiplayer only.
Roger on the locals.
Because you had to
but your
play with
orders still
another
stand.
person, or your
What does that
freaking
mean?
AI would just use all your
this?
shit.
Basically,
That's
and
lame.
that's why Sheva ended up being the butt of all jokes, and people just said, "Oh, she's just basically a pack mule. She just carries my stuff." Because what people would do, they would actually take the guns away from her, say, "You're not allowed to have any guns. You're just allowed to hold ammo." That's all she could do. That's all. Like, if you were gonna play by yourself and you had no one to play with, that's all you would allow her to do.
You treat her like a pack mule to hold your shit.
Basically. And that was the only way to get around the bad AI. She never got updated. She never got any more intelligent with her environment. She was just kind of in the way. Like, actually was smart in the sense of she never got in the player's way. She would duck down.
You're talking about RE4 in that
Yeah.
case.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4. Ashley would duck down. She would point out things in the environment like, "Hey, Leon, shoot those barrels. Hey, Leon, look at that boulder. Hey, Leon, you know."
Right, but she wasn't a co-op experience though, too.
She was not a co-op experience. So her AI didn't have to be as sophisticated. And also, you got to think how much they redid Resident Evil 4. Believe it or not, they redid Resident Evil 4 damn near like 2 times. Did you know Devil May Cry was supposed to be Resident Evil 4?
Really?
Yeah.
Hurry!
Because after Code Veronica, they were freaking burnt out. They got tired of the whole tank control thing. They got tired of the survival horror because all they were doing at that point was just Street Fighter and survival horror games. Because after Resident Evil, you're like, but they had Dino Crisis? Resident Evil with dinosaurs.
Yeah, and actually Dino Crisis was kind of fun, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I mean, people enjoy it. People want a remake, so it definitely did have its fans.
If they do a remake, they got to do it like RE2 style, like the way that they redid RE2. I felt that was pretty good.
Either that, or they could just do like a complete reboot and just say, to hell with it, we're going to go action based. Actually, we're going to go ahead and back out. It's saved now. This is checkpoint.
What do you
So
mean?
we're going to go... Oh, well, this is a trick. You go back to the lobby
And do what?
to get ammo, because we have no ammo right now.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is what you do. You go back to the lobby. It's saved where we are right now. Right?
So I say quit?
Yeah. And then you re-invite me back into your game.
Okay.
Because I have no ammo to work with, and neither do you. And
Okay.
This is basically a horde mode.
Okay, so
So,
continue.
so we basically would have to survive until backup arrives. And they will murder you.
Okay, so now I have to do the trick though, where I go back to Steam, invite you. You know, this is one thing where Steam really needs like a really good front end, like the
They really need kind of more like a integrated online Xbox Live kind of
Yes,
thing.
exactly. I think that's what I was trying to say. Like,
But
just because so much shit that has to go on, and I get that it'd be too hard to do with all these random things, especially like these older Windows for Live games, especially those. But
the thing. That would require Gabe to get up
yeah,
and try to walk out of his room filled with money.
I did watch another Steam Link video today. Linus from Linus Tech Tips did nice. Like did his impressions, and that was cool. Is it possible to fill any other ammo with 150? You just have to pull them. Only the submachine gun.
Mostly only the submachine gun, yeah.
Okay. The thermals looked really good. everything just looked really, really good, man. That's all I gotta say. And then I think it was the first time that he tested, that I've ever seen somebody test lag, and the screen too, like the anti-glare screen, I guess. That looked pretty cool too.
Oh, there we go.
I just like, because the other thing that they've been trickling was the IGN stuff, and Gabe did do it. It was interesting to see, like, because you're saying he would have to actually leave his room of money. I saw him maybe leave his room of money to do an interview with IGN. I was like, that's interesting.
His room of money. Then he has to get, you know, through the second room behind that of all the mail of where's Half-Life 3. And once he, you know, kind of wiggles his way out of that.
Dude, how did they not ask him that question is what I want to know. Like, if you have Gabe Newell in a room, like, and you don't ask, like, I get that they're like, we're here to talk about this. Oh, that's probably what it was. My money's on someone saying that, like, telling them that they can't ask. You can't ask about Half-Life 3.
Well,
why else would they have not done it?
Well, Gabe Newell officially kind of basically said, yeah, we're not finished.
Are we just staying in? Are we standing in here and shooting out of a window?
Yeah, we're basically have to stay in here until the Kool-Aid Man breaks his gate.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and see if I can get you. It's been a while since I've used this, so I may be accurate as hell. But this is the only infinite weapon I can use for now. But yeah, with Half-Life, the original writer for Half-Life, he retired. He basically put out his script for what would have been into the fanfic, and he changed the names to kind of avoid any interactions. So you read the adventures of Alvis Blanche and
So he has his own fan fiction?
Well, it was basically, he just gave you the script for Half-Life 3 so fans could read it and have it version because Valve was never going to touch it because Gabe Newell said...
Do you think they'll ever do it?
No, Gabe Newell said that he's afraid.
Kurt, come in.
Wow.
The locals are hostile. The gate is sealed, and we're trapped. We need backup, and we need it right now.
Roger that. Just sit tight. I'm on my way.
You hear that, brother? It's on the way.
Got it. Just hope he gets here quick.
How do I do that? And there was even, you know, some files found in Dota to the point where people thought it was going to be co-op, trust option, because the concept of it came out all those years ago of the Borealis and the whole winter theme. It was just that. It's, you know, pretty concept of kind of big. Because Valve does that a lot. They got like a bunch of... Oh, there's the Kool-Aid Man. Shooting him.
Can he die?
Yes, he can, and he'll give you treasure. It just takes a while to kill him. He's kind of like the chainsaw man. Oh, there he goes. Well, because the arrows are powerful, they're very powerful. It's just, I don't have any laser sight, so I kind of have to eyeball it.
Oh, okay.
Now that he's dead, let's quickly run this way. And we're going to go ahead and... Yeah, around here, around this corner. We're going to go to the one spot they can't flank it.
Oh, just shoot down on him, basically?
Well,
Mess up.
Well, we're gonna do like a fatal funnel. We're gonna climb up this ladder here.
Oh, like a choke point.
Yeah, basically it's a choke point because they can't climb up. They only have one way to get in. And also there's a shit ton of grenades here. Like they have to climb up, but you'll see them coming. And you just keep doing this until Captain the name of the guy in the helicopter is actually named
How do I equip? How do I equip? Oh, you have to pull the menu up to equip the grenades and such.
Yes. This was the first Resident Evil, though, to have a hot swap ability. Because if you noticed before, you had to constantly go through the briefcase.
Yeah, this one at least you had the directional pad buttons.
Yeah. So you still had the inventory space.
We've got to hold out till Kirk gets
So
here.
it threw a lot of people off.
Wait, can I shoot down on him? I can.
You just gotta watch out because they like to climb up. Sneak up behind
Oh, what? Get a bullet in there, bro. Jesus.
you.
Okay, I got one.
With Valve wanting to integrate everything with Steam Deck, I'm hoping to play Sega Game Gears on the Steam Deck.
Dude, that would be so cool, man. It's gonna be an emulation and slash Steam powerhouse, man. I'm really looking forward to it. If you want to get hyped a little bit, I would go watch that Linus video that dropped like I don't know, today or yesterday.
I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do because Valve, they're really good at making tech. They're just they're not good at getting people interested.
Right. Well, I mean, PC gamers though. I feel like.
Yeah, they're very much, you know.
They know their niche, right?
Yeah, they're very much very particular. Right? I don't want to say jaded or very elitist. It's like, oh, but it's not an AMG 175 A. You know, PC gamers can be just as bad when it comes to being very particular about what is the best thing, like the same way people are with, you know, cars and games.
Well, I mean, I think he was saying too, like, you know, he wants other companies to make their own, and that was one of the other things that was predominant in Linus's video was that he had an Aya Neo right next to him, which is essentially the same fucking thing.
Sheva, how you holding up?
I
I'll be
like how
there shortly.
just kind of ends up with saying we just kind of want this to be a system that people can, you know, do whatever they want. They basically want to be the Android of the PC gaming thing.
Right, but then also be allowed to play Steam. Like an Android, but yeah, like a Windows. We'll call it a Windows Android, maybe. I don't know.
Basically, they want to be like Android, while Epic Games wants to be like freaking Apple.
Yeah. Well, see, and we just had this argument in the Telegram the other day about Epic and the whole exclusivity thing, and I'm like, it's not that big a deal. It's a fucking app. Oh god, I had the.
Yeah. That's the thing, because it's not like, oh no, you can't play it on your computer.
You can still play it. That's what I was saying. You can still fucking play it. It's a goddamn. It's an application. You can't say like it's not like. Yes, that's what I was trying to say, and he was just like, I don't know. He was tripping on it, man. And I was just like, dude,
it's
like.
People don't want to open up another browser, but Steam at least gives you the ability to add non-Steam games to your libraries. So
that's true.
You don't have to, like, because the thing is, you're gonna need all these things regardless. Because even if you have Steam, right? And this is what I don't understand. Even if you have Steam, if you're gonna buy an EA game, if you're gonna buy an Ubisoft game, you still need a Uplay account. You still need an Origin account.
I know.
So what difference does it make
where you buy it?
Where
that's
you
funny.
buy it, or if you had an Epic account? It's like I don't want an Epic account. Well, it's not.
I didn't even bring that up, but that's a good point. Like I have several Ubisoft games, and like that's the same shit. You have to go through their fucking browser, anyways. Grand Theft Auto 5? Jesus Christ! So many people play Grand Theft Auto 5, and you have to go through an application. I think it's just like it happened at a time where people were like, "Dude, we have had enough of those." Rockstar social things. We've had enough of the fucking Ubisoft. Like they just didn't want any more. It's like, okay, well that's fine, but you can't say like, I don't know. Like I said, you can't get too pissed off about it because you can still fucking play it. It's not console exclusive.
Do you remember back in the day where you had to have a rewards card for everything? Do you have your rewards card? Do you have
like the grocery store, Blockbuster, gas station,
Books A Million, GameStop. Bed Bath and Beyond. You buy a toaster.
Fuck, GameStop still tries to get you to fucking buy their shit. I have to be like, like as I'm buying, like, and please don't do the spiel. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want the spiel, bro. I don't want it.
Chris, Sheva.
Oh, yeah.
I had the account when I collected PS3 games, but now that I have a
Roger that.
huge collection of PS3 games, I don't need it anymore. I'm not collecting from any of the games that you have in your store, so I don't need whatever it is that you're selling, and I definitely don't need a copy of... No, I don't. I don't want to do any of that. I'm sorry. I have every PS3 game. Unless they can help me buy more PS3 games, then no, I'm good. I don't need...
Oh, help you. Oh, no, GameStop.
We don't help you.
Yeah, no, we don't help you. You help us. So, to save 10 cents, buy this $15 item.
If I want to get retro games now, I go to Game Over Video Games. There's like 2 or 3 in Texas, and they have a decent enough selection. They play... every time you walk in, they're playing like Final Fantasy music or some OST that's like not bad, and like I can enjoy myself, and no one's like asking me to fucking sign up for anything or write anything down. I think once or twice somebody might ask you, you know, like, can I help you? Did you come in here for anything specifically? But you don't feel like GameStop-y. You know, like...
Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story of a time when GameStop was in his prime.
Funko Land? We had this place called High Tech Game Center, and that was the Game Over Video Games, and they have ended up going out of business because of Funko Land slash...
I mean, if you want to get older
GameStop,
than that, yeah, if you want to get older than that, I remember back in the day where there was more than one game store. You had Game Crazy, you had Rhinos. You remember Rhinos?
No, you're talking about mainstream, like kind of like EB style games. I've never heard of Rhino.
Rhinos. Okay, so like
mainstream was like EB Babbage's, like. I think that was more mainstream on the West Coast.
Well, EB Babbage's, they were the same thing. Yeah, like EB Games was more...
How do I do the come on thing and like annoy you?
Oh,
Roger,
come on!
Okay,
there we go.
Come on!
Alright.
I don't have to go up there. There's nothing up there.
Oh, you just wanted me to look at your chest for a second?
No, it's just one of those things where you have to look at it for her to do something.
Oh shit!
Yeah, Roger. You're coming at you.
I got her. No, like we had EB Games, Babbage's. Oh god.
Yeah, Babbage's I remember. EB Games I remember. There was also
FYE was more like
it was mostly music.
That was mostly music, yeah. I never used them for games.
Yeah, I remember they were the only people that had Ratchet and Clank Going Commando on PS2.
The champ,
and I walked
do you copy?
everywhere.
The champ.
Remember having to walk them all looking for shit?
Yes, I do.
Oh, those were the days. But yeah, so back in the...
Or take a bus or have your parents drive you to wherever it was and then walk, yeah.
Why? Because your parents were at work, so you rode your bike to the
yeah. We did bus if we wanted to go town to town because we were in a small town. Ah! Got him.
I was in a military town, so
oh, okay.
I was
That's
able to
nice.
I was able to ride my bike everywhere.
Come on.
Okay, right over here. I need to get up here if you want the shotgun.
Roger.
Okay.
Do you have a shotgun? I don't remember.
No. I probably should have. I'd like to swap it out for the machine gun maybe at some time.
Yeah.
Do I own one personally? Yes. Do I have one on my person in Resident Evil? No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was like. Wait, you own one?
Yes, personally I do. Personally.
Okay, yeah, and that's fine.
Okay, I'm dead. Getting eaten by a Resident Evil.
Now here's the thing. Is it a double barrel?
No. Single. Single. That'd be kind of cool. I think Texas, it's not illegal.
No.
I mean, there's nothing illegal in Texas. I mean, so if I wanted a double barrel shotgun, I'm assuming I could own a double barrel shotgun. I live in Texas.
Get yourself a chainsaw.
Oh my god, a chainsaw. First off, actually I do need a chainsaw but for the tree that's in the backyard. But I wouldn't use it as like a defensive item.
No, it's not for defense, it's for yard work. I'm defending myself against these trees. Yeah. But yeah, I would totally get a double barrel.
Just to be like Doom status.
Doom or Evil Dead.
Have you seen the ones that are like on the oh, they like make the weapons from all the
video games?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay,
Yeah,
because I haven't. I've seen it a few times, and when I went back to California a couple weeks back, I watched that at my buddy's house, and I was like, oh, it's actually kind of cool, where they make the weapons
They made
from.
the plasma cutter for Dead Space, which was really cool.
Did they really?
Yeah, if I remember.
But you'd have to have a bottle. Was it oxyacetylene based or? I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, I would have to watch. It's been a while. It was like back when
Okay.
Dead Space 2 was coming out. They made it.
That's interesting.
That's how long ago it's been since I've seen it.
Okay, yeah, I watched one at my buddy's house a couple of weeks back when I went back to Cali. That was interesting. Most things were like outdoor seating and stuff, as opposed to where Texas, like, I don't know, maybe they just didn't have as much restrictions or something. With their
it's getting to the point where everyone's just getting confused. And
Yeah.
I kind of wish the government would stop playing Simon Says with my face.
Yeah, I don't know at this point, man. I'm vaccinated. Are you vaccinated? Is that a controversial question?
No, I'm vaccinated.
Okay.
No, it's not controversial with me, but it's just one of those things where
Some people it is, I guess.
some people it is, and it's getting to the point where I understand why, because you don't want to feel that overreach of government.
Well, and I think it's getting a little bit. Oh, I see. And that. So wait, how do I drop? How do I drop?
You would just have to use that. Oh wait, combine the two green herbs. Combine them.
I already. Oh, thank you. Duh. That's terrible. I understand both sides, but I also understand science. So it's I don't know. I feel like it's bad.
The reason why it's an infringement on some people's privacies is because the biggest thing is religion. Like if you're a Jehovah's Witness, you're not supposed to take any form.
Oh, well then I can't. I feel like I can't say anything because my mom's a Jehovah's Witness, but she.
Yeah.
And
that's another thing where. You got the freedom of religion, and therefore.
I didn't know they weren't supposed to. I'm gonna have to ask my mom about that now.
Because my friend, my best friend, his grandma's Jehovah's Witness.
Are you sure about that?
That she couldn't take anything.
Really? I know they can't vote, like, or they're not supposed to. I shouldn't say they can't vote. That sounds like you can't vote.
They're not allowed to vote.
No, like that's just something that they believe that they're not supposed to be a part of politics.
Be careful.
I don't know. And then again, I'm not.
There's a lot of weird rules to it. But I know my friend, his grandma is Jehovah's Witness, and he went to the Bible study one night. He doesn't really believe in it, but he knows the rules to it. You know what I mean? He just has some family members that practice it.
Yeah.
That's what I know. That's what I was told. Because when his grandma had her second stroke, and she was losing a lot of blood. Like,
No. Okay. So that I do know about. They have like you're right. They're supposed to recirculate or recycle the blood. And I know.
She wasn't supposed to have a blood transfusion.
Right, because they're not supposed to take, which is so weird. I shouldn't say so weird because I felt bad because my mom is part of the religion, but you're right. They don't. They had to like create like a scientific thing where they recycle the blood.
Move out.
For them.
A loophole around the own religion to save someone's life. It's weird, and it's just one of those things. It's like, well, we can't do anything with religion, right? But you can save them. Good, but.
Well, so then they had to create a process where the blood was recycled so that they wouldn't have to give them transfusions during. And I'm assuming what you could also do, I guess, like theoretically, is donate a bunch of your own blood, and then a couple months later get the fucking surgery? I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I'm not sure, but it was one of those things where she got lucky and came out alive. Now check out
God.
the gate. Check out that gate. Now stay there.
Okay.
I'm going to show you This is the dumbest, most pointless door ever.
What the hell? How
Go
did you
ahead,
get
go-
there? You just run around it?
Yeah, just run around it. Now,
Wait, but it still wants me to...
no, there's no reason to come through here.
That's so dumb. What's the point of that door?
Nothing. There's no point to it.
That's dumb.
That's just it.
No, but as far as the vaccine goes, I didn't know that they weren't allowed...
Come
or
on, come
as a
on.
religion, they weren't
Come on.
allowed to
Chris!
get it, or...
Okay.
What the hell? I can't even do it. There we go. I didn't know that. And again, I would never tell you you had to do something. Like, I feel like that's not for me to tell anyone, but yeah.
It's one of those things where you get into a... Oh, we're about to see spaghetti now. But it's one of those things where you get into a lot of like what I like to call discussions, because you can have a civil discussion like what you are doing. Because it's like when you ask me, do you have Twitter? I'm like, oh no, I don't have.
I don't know. I feel like
keep my sanity.
even the people that I play video games with, well, that's not true. I mean, anyways, like,
well, actually, oh.
it's usually we'll have civil discussions. Like, it does get to the point where, like, it's like, well, if that's your opinion, then you're wrong, type of thing. I'm definitely open to most things where I'm like, if you have an opinion, then that's fine. Then that's your opinion.
You should listen. You should speak. You
Yeah.
know, like agree to disagree, but
Yes.
like be open to the idea
Yeah.
of learning it. Don't
Right.
be like, no, shut up.
No,
shut
yeah.
up." No.
Yeah, and I will say sometimes it does get like that, and you're like, all right, man. But I feel like that's text a lot of the times, like Telegram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. I feel like if you're having a physical conversation with someone, it gets a lot harder for them to be like that. What we're talking about, which is like just I'm one-sided. You can't have this other opinion. Like that's not the way that, I don't know.
Yeah.
Physical conversation, people are
Because
almost
you get a
forced
better
to
idea
like.
of tone. Because if
Yes.
I say, what's going on, that can mean so many things. Like what's going on. That
Yeah,
sounds
you're right.
kind of-
Like
kind of,
based on inflection and
what's going on?
yeah.
What's going on? What's going on?
You're right. I get in trouble all the time for text messages that are just very short and to the point, and apparently that makes me sound like I'm frustrated. And a lot of the shit that we work with, which is just kind of, I don't know, it's just bullshit. There's a lot of just bullshit. Yeah, and I'm just like, this is gonna be it. This is it. Like, what's happening? What's going on? What's going on? Oh god, you had to move 2 inches.
Yeah, I had to move.
You had to move 2 inches. That's awesome.
I
Fantastic.
had to be in the box of action.
I'm glad that that's working. I don't know. I have to be better about text messages. Is all I'm saying. Like, I need to add silly
I hate-
things in there or something where you're like, I think things like I think or I feel or add.
Yeah, you have to.
I don't know, man, or like no worries, or like chill, bro. Like I don't know, LOL. Yeah, like
JK.
yes, in work conversation shit. I don't know, or just any conversation shit. Even to my mom, shit. Like I'm bad with the text message. I'd rather just talk to you on the phone if we're talking about actual things.
I'm old-fashioned that way myself, because I'm like, if we go past, like, let's say 10 messages, right?
Then
we've
just
been
call
typing-
me. Just fucking
call
call
me.
me. Just call me. I don't understand. Like
Get on the phone.
Get
just
on the
talk.
phone and just call me.
All right, let's go ahead and pick up this key card. Now, don't pick up anything, because the minute you
Oh.
bend down to pick up something,
My bad.
and if I grab the key but you're grabbing something at the same time, there's a glitch
Okay.
that will freeze and lock us out, and we would have to start over.
Okay, so I won't do anything.
Yeah. Now you should be good.
So I can pick up ammo and stuff.
Yeah, you can pick up ammo, but I don't know, with the bow and arrow, you may not need it.
Oh, why? Do you have a bow and arrow?
Oh, no, I have with my bow and arrow. I don't know if it'll be strong enough.
Oh,
with my
okay.
bow
To kill Spaghetti Man.
to kill Spaghetti Man. Get ready to see Spaghetti Man.
Alright, how do we
I
see
would
Spaghetti
have-
Man? We have to activate. So,
No, we just walk forward, because if you notice in the cutscenes, they're doing everything with pistols.
always.
Always with pistols. The whole game. They never have any of the other guns on them.
I don't know when they started doing like dynamic, like where your character model is your character, but it's also a cutscene. When did that start?
That was like in the later years of
Whatever your character was, like you'd see your character's skin in the cutscenes, because it
Yeah,
was
like,
really just an
Think that's what
in-game
got Alpha
cutscene.
Team.
well, it had to be certain games, not everyone did it. I know Resident Evil 4 did do it in certain cutscenes because some cutscenes didn't have in the special clothing, but if it was actually an in-game cutscene, then Leon would have his special clothing. Back up again after getting if I had my RPG, I could just, be doing it.
Oh god, I have little things like
Oh yeah, the
little swingy things. Can I shoot the dealy bob and make? Oh,
well, yeah, because the thing is, you gotta get the propane tanks pushed down. And,
oh, you have to push the propane tanks down?
yeah, or he'll concede them. One of those things where you gotta shoot the spot. There you go.
Where is this bastard?
He's back here with the furnace. Go ahead, activate the
Where is that at? Is it one of the valves? Nope.
No, it's over here. But the thing is, he can escape, so you kind of have to, like, be here with him and kind of get in play.
That's weird.
Yeah, you're supposed to be like, Indiana Jones rolling out.
Oh. Okay.
So there you go. You get to learn how to fight a boss in Resident Evil 5.
By corralling them into
The furnace.
furnace?
The arrows weakened him enough. Corral him into the furnace. And there you go. Oh yeah, you should be able to pick up an item. Did you pick up a treasure?
No. Was there a treasure?
I thought there was. They usually drop something. If not, then you got
No.
what you need.
Okay. I didn't see shit. Graphics are definitely better than Resident Evil 4. I would give it that. But the massive over-the-shoulder thing, yeah, is a big bit different.
Well, you got to remember, Resident Evil 4 came out in 2005, was reworked 2 times because Devil May Cry was supposed to be a Resident Evil game, and it was so dramatically different. You can go ahead and pick up the handgun. I don't need it unless you're full.
Oh, I got it. I'm full.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, I'm full.
But with Devil May Cry, it was so dramatically different. They said, you know what, this is fun what we have here, but it's not Resident Evil.
Not at all, really. Oh, well, you know what? I guess I could see where they're going with that. Sort of. But then, so then they had to, oh god,
Come on!
this again. I'm sorry. We had to do-si-do for a second. I could see that.
Yeah.
I liked Devil May Cry, though. That was like, and then I loved 5, obviously. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, a lot of people love Devil May Cry, but to have it be a Resident Evil game, it would not have received probably as the same fanfare.
Yeah.
People just hate it.
I mean, because I like the way they went with the story. I don't think I ever played either 2 or 3. One of those is
3 is
interchangeable
great.
for me.
2 does not exist.
I might have to go back and play 3.
Yeah, 3 is great. 2 does not exist.
Played 4 for sure. Really enjoyed that.
Got
Played
it.
DMC. Really enjoyed that.
I liked
As much as
DMC.
people didn't like DMC, I really
liked
liked DMC.
because I
BOW, that
I grew
scumbag
up,
Irving
during
left
the
behind
emo
to set us
generation. I
up.
listened to My Chemical
Considering what
Romance,
it did
Nice.
to Alpha
and
Team,
all that.
I
I don't give a
just-
shit.
we're
I
lucky
love
to
it.
still be breathing.
I just like the combos and stuff like that. It was a lot like
I love the style and the music. It was like playing through a My Chemical Romance.
yeah.
music video.
I don't know. And that's funny. That's why I kind of preface it with like I liked it, but I know most people didn't. I guess I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I even played the DLC, and I really enjoyed that too. I don't know where you get to play as Virgil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
And I was surprised that they had the definitive edition.
No, yeah, I have, yeah, I don't know. DMC was it's actually one of my, I put it up further up on my list than I'm sure most people do, I guess. And I loved 5 and everything, don't get me wrong. That was really, really good. That, I don't know, it could have been a little bit longer. I don't know if they had DLC. Do they have DLC for 5?
I'm sure they did. I'm sure they had a shit ton of DLC.
Okay.
Yeah, they sold a deluxe edition and all that stuff.
Oh, okay. I never played the, Can you combine these old school style? You can.
Yeah.
I never played, any of the DLC from 5. I should probably go back and see if it's still there. It ran surprisingly well on a RX 480? RX 480? Yeah, like it would run at 4K 60 hertz on a mid-tier AMD GPU, man. I don't know.
You know, the funny thing is when you say that Resident Evil 4 is like, oh man, Resident Evil 4, the graphics look terrible. I'm like, back in the day, they were advanced. That was high-tech shit. Because you gotta think about it. Resident Evil was just pre-rendered backgrounds with 3D characters. And then up until Resident Evil Code Veronica, because I want to say Code Veronica had pre-rendered backgrounds, but like really good 3D characters, or like some 3D backgrounds. It's been a while since I played Veronica, but I'm pretty sure they had 3D environments in that one. It wasn't like heavily pre-rendered.
I only played a little bit of Veronica. That was on the Dreamcast, right?
It was on the Dreamcast, and then it got put on the PS2, and then it got put on the GameCube,
okay.
and then it got put on the PS3 and 360.
Oh, okay.
And then they recently put it on the PS4, so you're just buying the PS3 version.
That's weird.
So that's where Code Veronica is right now. So after 4, they're definitely doing Veronica.
You think that they're gonna redo? You're saying that they're gonna redo 4, but then they're also gonna redo Veronica. You think?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay. That's
gonna...
because I heard that that's really, really good, and was really, really good at the time for Dreamcast. But I only got to play a little bit of it.
For the Dreamcast, it was a system seller for the Dreamcast because it was one of the first Dreamcast exclusives because you couldn't play it anywhere else at the time.
Right.
And before the PS2 came out, Dreamcast was the most powerful console.
I love my Dreamcast. I have mine modded with a
that's
GDEMU.
probably...
Oh my god! If I had HDMI on that thing too, I'd probably play it a lot more than I already do.
The same, that's a lot of people love their Dreamcast for the same reason you love your Dreamcast.
Yeah.
It's easy to pirate.
Oh well, yeah, and they just made it easier with the drive replacement, like the.
Alright, watch out.
The optical drive replacement. So they put an SD. Ah! They put the SD.
You're gonna have dogs here too, your favorite. So.
Okay.
They're above you right now.
Yeah, I can't like. Oh, there we go.
Okay, yeah, there's Shadow.
Got him. Shadow of the Zombie Raider.
Shadow of the Zombie Raider. There you go. Speaking of which, you know Harrison Ford is making Indiana Jones 5.
Harrison Ford is making what?
Indiana Jones 5.
Yeah, I know, and he like injured himself or whatever. After the Last Stone or whatever that thing was called, the
Crystal Skull.
Crystal Skull, like that was really bad, man.
It was, but the thing is, I'm looking forward to 5 because it's going to be
help!
It's going to be room level quality stuff. Hold on. Please, dog.
Where's my stupid shotgun? I don't even have it. There we go. Thank you. You're dead. You're dead. You're dying. Oh crap, I missed that one. I'm about to be dying. I'm dying. You're dead.
Mama Shiva got
You're dying. Mama Shiva got the spray. I don't know. I'm not gonna watch it in theater is all I'm saying. Not after the Crystal Skull. I'm good, dude.
Here's the thing. Theaters need to learn that they're just a novelty now, and that every theater should just be an art house theater. There is no reason for them to exist.
You know what? Okay, I would love to know if you watched The Lighthouse, which was
Yes.
decent, but at the same time, like
I have it on Blu-ray.
Really?
I've seen it a billion times.
that's
I
so
love that
funny
movie.
that you actually like it and I don't really like it at all.
I watch pretentious films like that all the time. I'm a fan of
Okay.
David Lynch, Eraserhead. I watched
Alright.
The Lobster,
Alright.
A Ghost Story. So it's okay. A lot of people don't like it. And here's the funny thing.
I watched it in theaters too, so I'm like, I'm not saying I didn't like, I didn't enjoy it, I wasn't entertained by it, but I didn't really like it.
You can talk shit about it. It's okay to say you didn't feel comfortable with William Dafoe's coming.
Yeah.
It's okay to talk shit about the movie. I feel like everyone's afraid and has to say, no.
It's okay. You can talk shit about the Lighthouse.
Yeah, you can talk shit about the Lighthouse. It's some pretentious garbage, and I love it.
Okay.
All right, it's pretentious as hell. I enjoy watching.
It would be funny to watch like Pancake Theater, but of the Lighthouse. I would do that.
Because I'm not one of those people that's like, you don't understand the Lighthouse. How dare you?
Yeah, I don't know about that. Like, and I'd have to like. I wish I wrote down what I said about it too, because I was just like, it feels like it's trying to be like smarter than it actually is. Like, I don't know.
Some films can come across that way, and it all depends on the amount of research and because some films are legit just trying to be pretentious for the sake of being pretentious, where you're trying to say something but you're really not saying anything. They're totally films like that. It's just a matter of knowing what those films are. I've seen some movies where I'm just like, oh my god, you're not saying anything. You're just one of those like, you remember, ever seen the movie The Big Lebowski?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember the landlord that had an art show and he was just like in this stupid theatrical costume just dancing around like an idiot?
Yes.
Yeah, like basically something like that, where you got movies like that. I would argue that The Lighthouse is not one of those movies, but I totally understand why you would feel that way.
Okay.
Because the thing is, it's filmed in a like 4x3 kind of like a traditional vignette filter. They talk about the cameras they use. I mean, it looks like a hipster's nightmare.
I don't know. I saw it in theaters and I did not. Yeah, I did not. Oh shit! Can I get off this bridge?
Nope.
Did I just die?
Yes, you did. You got right.
How am I supposed to? What am I supposed to do there?
Well, you're supposed to trigger the event. Oh shit.
Oh, there's a button press that comes up?
No, you're supposed to shoot him before he gets any closer.
Right, the barrels. I saw the barrels. I thought I could get off. I was like, well, what if I just jump up the ledge that I just jumped down? Oh well. Partner isn't ready. I don't know. I didn't like it.
No, and it's perfectly fine.
Like, it's not something I would watch again. That's funny that you watched it again.
Oh yeah, I watch. Like I said, I watch movies like that all the time. There's a particular. Go ahead and walk through. There's a particular collection of movies that I watch that's not really a lot of films like The Lighthouse, and I call it the maybe later collection because anytime I tell people, oh, this is the movies I watched, you want to watch it? I usually hear maybe later, which is the nicest way of saying
That's funny. Like, you watch it, you're like, no one wants to watch that with me, but I'll watch it by myself someday.
Yeah, I'll watch it by myself someday. Like if you were ever over and I didn't know you didn't like The Lighthouse, right? But you didn't want to say you didn't like it because you wanted to be nice. You're like,
Negative.
Yeah, negative, or maybe later. Like,
maybe another time. I'm not really in the kind of. I'm not in the Lighthouse kind of a mood. What I mean?
I don't want to. Most people just tell me I don't want to think. when you tell them
That's
the
funny.
kind of movie it is, they're like, I don't want to think. Because I show them my movie collection, they're like, oh god, you don't have any Marvel movies?
I actually don't own any Marvel movies. I started going back through like the back 80s catalog, and then like I would purchase those movies. Like I just got the Lethal Weapon trilogy and I haven't watched those yet. Like rewatched them, but surprisingly, like things like Terminator, I didn't feel like held up that well. Terminator 2 definitely holds up, always holds up.
Oh yeah. For me, it's like
Never Ending
Aliens
Story
and-
doesn't hold up. Aliens definitely holds up. Yeah, I've been rewatching a bunch of older shit.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people are going to end up doing. Birdman is another.
What is?
Birdman.
You know what? That's funny. I again saw that in theaters. I actually did rewatch it too. Like, that one I feel like is a little more entertaining than The Lighthouse.
It is, because you can kind of understand it better. Like, Lighthouse is a lot of, you kind of have to understand what they're feeling kind of movies. And it's, believe it or not, it's actually based on
Sheva, Sheva,
like a,
Sheva.
Roger. Okay, come on. Come on. Come
Shove
on. Come on.
it's
Go.
actually based on a true
Go.
story.
Come on.
What is Birdman?
Come on.
No, Lighthouse.
Come on.
Oh,
Come on.
But it's just like the artist's depiction of these notes of these two men that, you know, were stuck there for like 6 months, and one of them died, and they just kind of, you know, wrote it, and how they were going crazy and something like that.
that's weird.
Yeah. But the thing about The Lighthouse is that it's the feeling of losing your sanity, being alone, not wanting to be alone. You can't tell what's real anymore. You're going crazy, and it's got a lot of what does this mean kind of bullshit going on. The whole why can't I see the light? And there's a particular picture that the whole scene tries, the whole movie bases itself on, which is that scene where William Dafoe's naked and he has the lights coming out of his eyes and everything, and he grabs Robert Pattinson, the Twilight dude. He just grabs him by the shoulder and it's that, you know, shocking, like, oh my god. So it's a lot of myth and stuff, but it's more about understanding the psychology, and you really have to like try to put in your own head what is it that the movie is trying to convey. But it's one of those things where it sounds smarter if someone actually, you know, wrote a thesis on it than it is
Rather than
it.
a video trying to explain it.
Oh, you mean like one of those YouTube clickbaity videos with like Lighthouse Explained?
Yeah.
Look at all these yellow arrows. Look at my shocked face. Oh.
There's Emergency Awesome does a bunch for the Marvel, and they're always showing them, and I'm like,
Marvel
all the stuff that you missed, Easter eggs. That's what it is, Easter eggs.
It's like, look at that Starbucks coffee.
I would just
That's
really,
not supposed-
I would really like them to do Image Comics.
Spawn.
I was more of a an Image Comics person. Spawn, I feel like Savage Dragon would be easier for me to pitch though. If I had to pitch somebody an Image comic, I'd be like, here, Savage Dragon. It's a buddy cop, like, you know, like you could pitch the studio on buddy cop, but you don't even have to really go buddy cop. You could still do it like a dark Savage Dragon movie or something, and it's easier, more palatable for like a, I don't know, you know what it's a fucking cop movie. It's a cop movie, but the cop happens to be a gosh darn dragon man. You know what I mean? Like I could fucking pitch the shit out of that. Like,
Then
but
there was Max, I think.
Max, Wildcats, Spawn, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for a period of time. Don't quiz me on if IDW is Image, but they might be, but I don't actually know. I'm not that cool. I'm not that cool. But I know I have some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that crossed over with Savage Dragon and possibly Spawn. I'm just saying, I could easily pitch Savage Dragon. I'd love Shadowhawk. Shadowhawk was another one.
Yeah, shit.
Got-
I heard that too.
He got like AIDS or something, and then ended up dying, kind of in the same.
Hand me that grenade.
What grenade?
the grenade in your inventory.
How do I do
I
that?
need a grenade.
How do I do that?
Press
Come
Y,
on! Come on!
highlight the
Come on!
grenade.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
I need a grenade.
There you go, thank you. Because I'm trying to get you
Yeah,
over here.
Shadowhawk was about this dude who had AIDS eventually and died, but he like adorned this like fucking armor, and back in the day when like they didn't really show too much, or I feel like it wasn't as like kill focused. He was kind of like the fatal, like the Mortal Kombat of the superheroes, where like he would like break their backs every single time, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't read a comic, Shadowhawk comic in forever, but yeah, he would be like, he stole a woman's purse, death. He'd just like fucking break their back or some shit.
It's kind of like there was that one comic that got a short-lived sci-fi original series, Happy.
You know what? I put that on my list of things to watch, but I never watched it because I heard that it got canceled, and I always tend to like, if things don't, oh shit, if things don't get a second season, I tend to just sort of not,
Stop it,
I don't really want to watch something if I haven't ever watched it and I know that there's no second season. I'm like, then why would I do that?
It's not going to finish.
Yeah, it's not gonna finish. I feel like I'll be pissed that it's not finished. What did that to me? The Shannara Chronicles?
Spawn the animated series did it.
Oh, well, that's true. That is true. Shit. The HBO one is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one with,
That was really good, by the way. It sucks the digital versions that are online to rent or to buy from Amazon just don't look, the quality's not as good as it could be.
It's like they just ripped it straight from the VHS.
Yes, yeah, I was thinking that, like, did they ever get the permission to, or is just Todd McFarlane just holding back and being like, eventually I'll release it as an HD whatever, you know?
I honestly don't know. I want to say it's probably an HBO thing.
Oh, where they're
Because
just dicks about it.
Yeah, because here's the weird thing. Like, when it comes to licensing, a lot of people are, like, whoever is passionate about the project, they are willing, but they just don't have the rights to do it. Like, it happens a lot with video games. Like, the team... But, like,
there's no music? We can't adjust the music in this thing? The volume?
The Resident Evil?
Yeah.
I don't think
No.
so.
You can go to audio and go, oh, BGM is the background music. There we go.
Okay, there you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
I
much
didn't-
better.
Yeah, that way it's not.
Sorry, licensing.
Yeah,
Do it.
so the guy who does Jet Set Radio, he wanted to do another Jet Set Radio, and Sega's like,
Really?
no. Yeah, he's been
What about
wanting
Jet
to do it.
Grind? What about Jet Grind? Wasn't there like there's several
Well,
iterations of the?
Well, there was Jet Grind, and then there was a Jet Grind Radio, then Jet Set Radio Future, and that was pretty much it. You had one on the
Yeah,
Game
because
Boy.
they had something on what was it, Dreamcast or ooh shit,
Yeah, that was a Dreamcast.
Dreamcast, yeah.
That was a Jet Grind Radio.
Okay.
Then when the
You two
Dreamcast
okay?
failed, Xbox renewed them for one more, which was Jet Set Radio.
That's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Hot
Of.
down there, so
And that's the
watch
one that a
out.
lot of people remember because that's when a lot of Sega games partnered
I didn't think
with
HQ
platforms, and you saw Sonic Heroes, they do Sega bundled with Jet Set Radio, so it was an Xbox bundle. So most people remember that compilation disc. Then you had Shenmue 2 for the original Xbox.
That is by the way, an interesting thing where didn't they have Shenmue 2 for Dreamcast, or was that just one?
Yes, Shenmue 2 was on the Dreamcast, but
Right.
it was a European release only.
I've thought about replaying it because they have. Oh, does Sheva have the heels? Thank you, Sheva. Thank you, Mama Sheva, with the heels. They have an interesting. They have an interesting thing where they have the Xbox audio but you can play it on the Dreamcast. It's so weird. For Shenmue 2. I have it, but I haven't tried it.
Xbox Audio? Oh wait, so they got the Xbox Audio.
But the game is on the Dreamcast.
Oh, so it's like a mod?
Yeah, yeah. But so Xbox
okay.
Audio, where apparently the Xbox's audio is better, but then you can still play it on the Dreamcast.
Okay, yeah. You know, some people are still making Dreamcast games.
Yeah, I saw that a couple of times, but they're usually selling them for like $50 to $70, I feel like, or higher.
Over here to get your sniper rifle.
Oh, okay.
Come on!
Yeah, you
Come
can sell
on.
it for money.
Gosh darn it, stop saying come on.
Come on! 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 Come
Yeah,
on!
yeah.
Go! 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 Go!
Thank
Come
you,
on.
sir.
Thanks.
But with that, like some people they do want to make the games like that. Same thing with the guy who does Castlevania.
Wait, how
he
does-
wanted to make it. He wanted to do it, but Konami owned the rights. The same way Sega owned the rights. And the guy who does the. So that,
I am, but I don't have shotgun ammo?
oh, okay. You don't know. Checking.
I'm trying to... Can I drop some handgun ammo? Discard. Wait, what?
Here, just give me the.
There, I think I did it. Alright. Then I just need to go get... But Konami wouldn't let him make Castlevania, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the Castlevania guy, Konami didn't want to make it. He wanted to make another one. The same way that the Sega guy wanted to make another Jet Set, but Sega didn't want to do it. So that's why the Castlevania guy said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make my own game." And that's why you have Bloodstain.
Ritual of the Night, yeah.
Yeah, which was just basically.
God, I
was-
tried playing that, like, and I couldn't really get into it as much as I should have, man, I think. I don't know if I just wasn't in the right mindset for Metroidvania at the time, but...
It can be. Some games require a mindset because you're kind of like, I don't feel like going through the formula. It's like with Horizon Zero Dawn, a lot of people are like, oh, it's amazing, it's great. And I'm like, I can't get into it right now because
Yeah.
I feel like it's another open world game where I collect shit and just do things to not suck as much.
I liked the story, though, for sure, on that one. And then, and I don't know, I kind of
Like-
dug all the robot dinosaurs, I don't know, I really kind of dug it, actually.
It's one of those things where, like you said, you're not in that mood. And with
Yeah.
Horizon, I wasn't in the mood. I will be eventually, but not right now.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima, when I played it, I'm like, I'm not in the mood for an open world adventure. And that's just what it is. I wasn't
Yeah.
in the mood for an open world adventure.
Well, I
don't
think a
hate
lot of
Horizon.
people feel like you have to be in that mood because of how repetitive and not, like, you're not redefining a genre, you know?
Yeah.
So people
you're just
kinda have to
kinda
be in-
going through a good one. It's like, okay, this is it's basically familiar. It's like what shooters were back in the 90s, where it's like, okay, here's another boomer shooter. And people were kind of like, it's another one, it's another one. And that's what we kind of had. We had, every game became a battle royale, every game was a...
Well, everything now is, yeah, Battle Royale, basically.
and everyone's like, oh, another one. And they had that small window where everything was a MOBA.
And they're essentially wanting to make Halo into a Battle Royale now, too. Like, that's what everyone's talking about, and I'm just like, okay, but, like, what if
They
you
better
just
fix their
don't?
fucking doors first.
Oh, did you get to play the beta?
No, I just got to see the picture.
Oh.
Go ahead and get me up so I can snipe him from up top.
Oh, okay, my bad. Where are you?
I'm back here.
Okay.
But yeah, I just saw the picture of like that ridiculous Alice in Wonderland looking door. And I'm like, why is the door like 10 feet tall, but the guy's like 5? How tall is the
Oh shit. I need to get out of here and maybe pull out my shotgun. My handgun.
Oh, we're going to me now. But with Halo and Microsoft, I'm very worried because I'm not worried just for Halo. I'm worried for what games in the future are going to be in general because Microsoft is getting what they want. They just learned how to change the language to sell it to people because it's unconsciously the Xbox One again.
What do you mean?
That's the thing. Your digital rights and your sense of ownership are slowly, unconsciously being taken away by gradually making games more digital, more accessible through the Xbox Game Pass.
Right.
And the thing is, okay, like let's say you have this Xbox Game Pass system. Now you have games always being digital, right?
Come on!
And what Sony, or it was Microsoft, right? Where you couldn't play a single player game unless it was online. Like Resident Evil 8, I believe that was what Modern Vintage Gamer was having issues with. It was either the Xbox version or the PlayStation version. I can't remember which.
Oh, requiring an online
Yeah.
an online account or an online connection to play the game. But I mean, there's so many games already like that.
True, but the
Grand
problem
Theft Auto
is
5 is like that, right? Can you
for-
play that
for
offline?
On PC, no. On consoles, yes.
Okay.
If you're just doing single player. But the thing is,
I just feel like I feel like I don't know that I care that much about that because like everything that I do is I feel like I always make sure to have the best connection. I love having internet connection.
Here's the thing that you keep forgetting.
Some people don't.
Do you remember the Simpsons arcade?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't buy that anymore. They took it offline. Remember Marvel vs. Capcom 2? Can't buy that anymore. They took it offline. The PlayStation Store was going to be offline, and that has hundreds and upon hundreds of games that are super rare, like Strider 2, Tumbo 1 and 2, Mega Man Legends, and unless you emulate,
That's what okay, because everything you just listed, I was like, I'm pretty sure you just can emulate that. Am I supposed to going up or down, by the way?
No, I'm supposed to open downstairs for you.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I feel like there's nothing over here for me to do.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to be shooting your guys?
Well, yeah, like basically, you're just supposed to cover my back like.
Oh, I'm sorry. Apparently.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
I don't care, I guess.
No, you're good.
I feel like you can just emulate them. I understand that it's wrong that like that's the only place for you to get that experience, but like
it's not an argument whether or not it's wrong, because to me, you know, I find it justifiable, because if you cannot physically get it any other way,
oh, then you might as well emulate it.
You might as well emulate it, because you're not giving me the option to buy it.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem emulating, because really, who's getting the money?
Right. Well, the funny thing is though is that they know now, especially people like Sega, when they're releasing their back catalog and people just literally throw money at them. So they obviously know.
Or look at what Tecmo did with Ninja Gaiden. Because yeah, you could probably use the RCTS 3 to play Ninja Gaiden business, but just the fact that people want that convenience, that accessibility, and that's what it boils down to. Because yeah, you can emulate, but sometimes it doesn't always work 100%. Like some of your videos, like yeah, you can emulate Grand Theft Auto.
Oh god, you're dying. Do I have to come save you?
Yep.
How do I do that?
Quickly run to me and never mind. Quickly run to me. And
quickly run to me. Oh, too late. Yeah, I don't know, man.
But with Grant, what was it? You had Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PS3, and that ran like dog shit. But
yeah,
but you're like, this is running much better. If that's better, what was worse?
Yeah.
Or like how you ran freaking, oh god, what was it? The darkness, but it's the brightness.
Yeah,
Everything's super
I-
high contract. Like, whoa.
I
'Cause
haven't
that's another
I
thing.
haven't been able to actually get in game on. Was it Darkness 2? One of those, like, people say that they can get into both Darknesses now, and I can't get into either of them right now. I haven't tested it in a while, but yeah, like, it'll be nice, because isn't Darkness 1 locked on console?
It was only a console game. It
Yeah.
never came out on PC. It was only a console game. Never got a PC release. Darkness 2 got a PC release, but Darkness 1 was made by Sunbury Studios, which was the Chronicles of Riddick team.
Oh,
So it plays very much differently. And not only that, another reason why they cannot release that game in a remaster collection is, again, licensing. And that's what kills most of these games.
that's so weird, too, because it's not like,
Because
oh,
Alan Wake,
that was a Dark Horse comic. Was it Dark Horse?
Top
yeah,
Cow,
that's a
actually.
Pop Cow, thank you. I was like,
Top Cow.
it's one of those, though. At first, because you
Yeah.
were, like, licensing, I'm like, oh, come on, the Darkness
Well,
wasn't
actually-
licensed? I'm like, oh, yes, it was. It was a fucking,
Well, it wasn't. It wasn't.
it was
just
a
the fact
comic
it was
book.
A comic, well, it wasn't just a comic
wasn't
book.
Dark Sector a comic book, too?
Dark Sector, no. Dark
No,
Sector
okay.
is actually a game that was developed by the Warframe team, so it's actually set in the Warframe universe, or at least the art design is.
That's the one that I've always wanted to play, and I did think that it was, yeah, based on a comic book.
But with the thing is, with the original Darkness, the reason why they can't release it as a remastered collection. Oh, shit.
What the son of a bitch?
Yeah, he's gonna get me. He's gonna get me. Yeah. Oh, thank God he dodged.
So now we have to go up?
Nope, I'm gonna get this bastard.
Alright.
Because we gotta kill him to get the key. And there should be another one. I forgot there were two. It's probably what got me last time.
Do we have to kill him again?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. I would
Yeah,
like to
that's-
play Dark Sector, even if it's not a good game. Like, I just
Well,
never
no,
got
no,
to play it, and I always
Dark
thought,
Sector
like,
was
when I
good.
looked at it, I was like, that's cool, and it reminded
I
me of
played it-
of a comic book.
I played it on the PS3. It was good. It was fun. It was, a
Okay.
bit typical.
Wait, is it on?
average.
Wait, Dark Sector is on PS3?
It's on
Ooh.
PS3, 360,
No
and
shit.
PC.
Okay,
You
well,
can get
challenge
it.
challenge
can-
accepted. I don't think I've
you can-
ever tried it on either PS3 or on our PS3.
you-
And I don't know if I own it or not.
No, you can get it on Steam also
Oh.
for like
Okay.
$10. Now,
Nice.
here's the thing though. If you get the PS3 version, you have to deal with shitty 6-axis because that was the gimmick. Because the main
Motion
weapon-
controls, is that what we're saying?
Yeah, because the Glade, which is that krill-looking like
Yeah,
buzzsaw thing,
the blade, the throwing star, the gigantic throwing star, we'll call it. I don't
Yeah.
know. Boomerang
called-
of death.
it was called the Glade in the game.
Okay.
And you would throw it, but on Xbox you'd use your
Like a
your-
button or something.
well, you use your thumbstick to control it. It was,
Oh,
it was
okay.
controlled by thumbstick, but for PlayStation, it's like use your 6-axis to get more immersive. And it
Oh.
kind of had the layer issue, where 6-axis sucked balls, and it was just better to play with traditional controls.
Yeah.
And
It's funny that some of the 6-axis support, but using a PS4 does actually feel a lot better than original 6-axis.
oh shit! Get ready for quick time event.
Oh, pressing buttons. I'm always
Yeah,
bad
like-
at those. Is it now?
No, it'll let you know. But the thing is, you have to be careful because it lets you know to the specific character. So it would say, Chris, you push a button, or Sheva, you push a button.
Oh.
Or we both push buttons at the same time, but it will have our names underneath, or the character names.
It seems complicated. Oh, that's right. This is where this is as far as we got last time, I think.
Felt like, yeah, I think, remember the TV?
Yeah, they had TVs like. Why,
They
you
had
think the
flash-
stuff that's on the TV also
They
got
had
licensed?
They had flash forward. They
Oh.
had music. They actually had the full motion picture to Kill a Mockingbird viewable in the game. So when you go to the hotel to see, I think it was Jean or Jenny. Yeah, there's a scene where you go to celebrate Jackie's birthday with your girlfriend Jenny, and you have that, segment where you sit on the couch and watch the movie was To Kill a Mockingbird. And they played the whole movie from beginning to end.
So you would have, obviously they'd have to have licensing for To Kill a
For-
Mockingbird in there, yeah.
Well, To Kill a Mockingbird, Flash Gordon, you can watch. They had episodes of Flash Gordon. They had certain underground.
Man, am I
London
glad to
music
see you guys.
because the
Delta Team
studio,
Captain Stone.
I think
Chris
was
Redfield.
somewhere in Europe, so they had like underground
Sheila.
Europe
Thanks,
bands
Josh.
because they had like
I
a
owe
music
you one.
channel.
Well, and if they change too much of it, though, then
It would
it's
destroy the
not. It's
original.
going to destroy the original, essentially. Which
Because-
sucks that they included all this. I'm sure new games are like, we're not going to make that same mistake, you know?
Well, also think about this. Remember Alan Wake? How it left briefly?
Yeah,
and died?
I made sure to buy it before it left, so I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing, it came back, but that's the problem. The fact that you have to rush out and buy it because you weren't going to get it right away, but now that you have to get it, it's going to be gone. And it's that, fear of missing out.
Yeah, the FOMO.
And the FOMO, and that's the part that's annoying. So right now with the Microsoft Game Pass, you can play Grand Theft Auto 5. Great.
Not
Guess
anymore.
what?
It's actually leaving
It's
this month or
leaving.
next month.
So,
Yeah.
So now you kind of have this Netflix style rotation because we're the Netflix of gaming.
Well, and that actually might be how they save money on putting the games on the pass is by telling them like, hey, we're gonna get people hooked on your
Shut up.
game,
You
and
know
then
where
they're
the
gonna have
lines
to
are?
buy it anyways.
Well, here's the thing. What if you just don't have that option at all because they're like, yeah, we're not going to renew the license. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Because think about it. Simpsons, gone. PT,
Yeah.
gone. Ninja Turtles, the arcade, right? Before the 1-Up arcade cabinet came out, there was no other way to play it other than the Xbox Live Arcade and emulation. But still, legally, the Xbox Live Arcade, it was made by Ubisoft. They took it away. You were just stuck with, emulation being the option, and you had to learn how to figure out how to run the name.
Oh shit!
And not everyone's going to do that. And then you have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show. The Turtles in Time show, right? That was a terrible remake. It was that weird gummy 3D beat 'em up thing. It didn't feel good. So you couldn't play the, the Super Nintendo version.
Have you played the fan game, by the way, that has all the characters?
No, I have not.
It is fantastic. It is very much like the old arcade style, but it has like all of the old characters that are like eventually unlockable and playable. It's low key kind of incredible.
It wouldn't surprise me. Another example, Scott Pilgrim, right? Before it got a physical release existing through limited run games.
Yeah, it was stuck on RPCS3 essentially.
Yeah, because it was a digital only title.
Yeah.
And unless you didn't delete your copy of it, there was nothing you could do. Except RCPS3, of course. but
I
still.
think at least PlayStation does it where like if you own it and it's not on the store, you can still download it. Steam does the same thing.
You can still download it, but here's the thing. I bought Simpsons Arcade. And in order to make room, I deleted it. And Konami pulled a PT, didn't tell anyone.
PT is a demo, and so they felt like since no one owned it, you weren't able to then.
You weren't able to do it, but the
yeah.
thing is, what I mean by pulling a PT is they took it off my re-downloadable list. I couldn't re-download Simpsons Arcade, but I paid $10 for it.
That sucks.
Yeah, and I couldn't do anything. And that's my fear in the future of gaming, where your ownership is gone, or if they do make a remaster, or if they do a digital re-release, right? Watch it, you got bombs. But,
I was like, was I supposed to duck there or something?
No, you gotta shoot him.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, because everything is locked on digital.
Come on!
It'd be one of those things where, like
Well,
that's
even if
tough,
you-
because, like, you would be, like, really stepping into some
think about-
area where people don't want to talk about, because, like, I have, like, a ton of Steam games, but it's all
Well, here's the
digital,
thing.
you know?
Think about all the dead games we have. Remember Batman, Gotham, and Imposters or whatever?
Mm-mm.
Exactly. But that was a Team Fortress style game that a lot of people enjoyed. Can't play it anymore. Dead. Online servers are down.
Well, because a lot of multiplayer only games are
Still,
yeah.
it's an art. A lot of people could have gotten into it. Could have,
Titanfall
That-
is since
Come
it's
on!
late, like, just plagued with hackers and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
because it's multiplayer only, there's no other way to play it besides multiplayer, and without them
Lawbreakers?
allowing private servers and stuff like that, which, by the way, Lawbreakers, that was like he wanted an Overwatch, like, and
Here's the thing: whether or not
Come
you
on!
like the game,
Come on!
it really doesn't come down to that. It comes down to the preservation of game, because it's going to come down to a game you like.
eventually, yeah, like Titanfall.
Like Titanfall.
Eventually,
So-
they're going to shut off the servers, and then,
That's
and
the
even now, they
reality of
should
why
shut
we-
off the servers, just because it's, well, no, I've heard that it's back, by the way, just as of today. Like, not back as of today, but like, recently, within the last couple of weeks, you can play it. And, like, there's too much drama going on about it, for sure, but,
Titanfall?
yeah. It's like a whole video that this YouTube guy made, but a lot of us, like the Telegram server that we're a part of behind you. Do I have to hold this light the whole time?
Yep.
That's kind of lame.
Co-op. Don't you feel the immersion?
Don't you
of
feel the
co-op?
immersion of co-op? Don't you love holding the light? No, yeah, it's this whole thing, essentially, but, like, when we were playing, there was this kid who was, the gist of it from my standpoint, not from where all the drama's coming from, so to my understanding, not necessarily factual. There was this kid who played against us, and ultimately, like, on an online-only game, multiplayer, eventually, if you're so hardcore, you're like the last people playing it, and you end up playing with each other a ton, and then occasionally you'll get new people who jump on, and yeah, it sucks. I'm really good, all the people who I play with are really good, so if you're playing against us, and we're probably in a party, it's not going to be that much fun, right? It's like playing against a bot, like, with super tuned up, you know, and he got super upset and started to look into exploiting the game and ultimately ruining it for everyone because he was suffering. He would always use the word suffering, like I don't know, and a bunch, just basically like he's suffering. Like, we're hurting him by beating him in the game. Instead of just getting good, the whole GITGUD, just get good, he would just bitch about it and, like, purposely throw the game at first before the hacks got turned on. Like, before the hacks got turned on and he looked into hacking and basically ultimately DDoSing the server. Like, that's at the very end of the story. At the beginning of the story, he was just bitching and would throw the game purposely on the other team. I would even try and jump off of our team that we're pub stomping, I call it pub stomping, and purposely rejoin any game. It doesn't matter, no one else was playing, so when you rejoined, you would join that game on the other team. I tried to play on his team several times too, and, like, what do I have to do now?
Go to that
Hold the
lever.
line?
No, you gotta run to a lever and rotate it so I can get to the other side.
Come on!
How do I rotate? Oh God. Anyways, he wouldn't let up, and eventually he just searched out hacks and searched out DDoSing, and yeah, that's to my understanding. But there's several people behind it, I guess.
You're good, you can let go.
Apparently, according to the video, and I'm not sure. I'd have to talk to the guys that I play Titanfall with, and apparently we can replay it. Can I let this thing go? Oh my God, I can. Finally.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you don't need to hold the flashlight.
Thank God.
Now we gotta fight off the horde.
I'm gonna play it again soon. I'm not gonna stream it because I don't want to draw attention to myself, knowing that all the hacks are still in it and all the people still involved are probably still active. One of them was tried to oh crap, I did it again. How do I drop that shit? One of them was like someone tried to bring them to justice through police action, I think, like in a court. I'm not sure. There's just too much drama, like I said, and I don't want to. I just don't want to. I just want to play the game. But it's still
but you don't want to deal with like all the hassle in it.
Yeah, yeah, and all the weird high school drama behind it. I'm almost dead. I need to shove them on my heels.
I don't have any first aid experience.
Where are you? There you are.
But I can find that there's some green herbs around.
I think I have one on me. I just need to equip it.
Oh yeah, you do.
But eventually they're gonna turn off those servers and
they will when it
and then it's just
its purpose.
Well, it still doesn't serve. I feel like it doesn't serve a purpose now. It's on EA Game Pass thing, which is on Xbox, I guess, but it's still an unplayable game, and they are still selling it.
Yeah, it doesn't serve a purpose. Like no one's playing it. Like there's still some people that do play it.
I'm gonna try it either later tonight or tomorrow. I just want to pull it up and see if I can get into a lobby and actually play a game, because 2 or 3 weeks ago you couldn't, but last week I guess the guys got in and played it just against each other. It was 1v2, so if I had gotten on, then it would be 2v2. But still, it's interesting that's back to working again. But still, similar to your thing of where if shit just, like, if hackers ruin the servers, you can't play the game. Like, it's done, and eventually they're gonna turn off the fucking servers.
Unless you have dedicated servers where you have dedicated.
That'd be fantastic. Then even if the servers get shut off,
you got something.
Yes,
like, Gears of War 3 has dedicated servers.
Or if hackers are taking it over, let us either pay or host our own server, like old school days, like Tribes. Yeah. Remember Tribes? Shit.
Yeah, Tribe, Unreal Tournament. Battlefield had, I think, something similar, but you had GameSpy supporting a lot of.
Yes. Oh, that's true.
When GameSpy went down,
that's true.
90% of like old school gaming went down, and that's another thing because everything is about reverse engineering the damn thing and having the know-how to get it working again.
They should have learned. They should have learned from GameSpy though that like anything third party, hi Windows Live, like you just shouldn't, like. Come on, man. I don't want Windows Live. I don't want like the same thing to have. The same thing. GameSpy is basically the old Windows Live, right? We were having problems with this game. Why? Because
here's another thing to add to the defense of why I don't care for an all-digital future. Tron Evolution is a good example of why digital games is going to be problematic in the future.
Tron Evolution, is that on PS3?
It's on PS3, 360, and PC. Now, the biggest thing was it was a PC title that also had games for Windows Live. And because of games for Windows Live and needing a CD key, Disney did not care to renew the licensing. So, therefore, you cannot play your game.
Oh, shit! Where are you?
GPS
is unavailable. There we go.
Yep, you can make it. You can make it.
I think I own it, but that one I don't know if I tested and then sold. Because some of the ones that I was like, oh, if it has a copy on the on PC, or if it has a copy that's available on 360, or I would just sell it. Like I'm like, it's not locked on anything. I'm not gonna replay it. I would just sell it. But I'm wondering if I own Tron Evolution now.
I own Tron Evolution on PC. I had to get a PS3 version because the CD key, they didn't want to renew the whatever it took to authenticate it. So no one can fucking play it unless you crack the damn thing.
Right. And that brings up the thing what they've been talking a lot about lately, which is like the cracked, like Resident Evil 8 apparently has slowdowns and stutters, and it like took it out. And you brought up Modern Vintage Gamer, and that's what I guess. Yeah, I know he recently made one. Yeah.
You talked about it, and I didn't know because that probably explains why I had slowdowns in one particular room. I call it the slow room because for whatever reason, Every time I fight the second sister in that one room, the frame rate.
He said it was
just
tied to
went down.
sisters in general, so.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, that
You
one
think this is a
sister,
joke?
the room
You're just
just
like all the other.
tanks to like 10 frames a second.
Delta
I
Team,
have to
Chris
fight
here.
everything
We located Irving, but he got away.
Like I said, I only played through a little bit of it.
We
I
think he's
died a
headed for an
couple of
oil
times.
field
I
in the
just wanted to
marshlands.
see the graphics that Gaddis was talking about.
Oh, okay. I was like, I just wanted to see the
Roger that.
No, that's funny. I didn't even make it that far.
I just wanted to see the tall lady.
No, oh, there they are. How do you duck?
Oh, you just walk up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the contextual thing I was telling you about.
I wish this thing had more than one bolt, or more than one bullet.
Yeah, that's kind of the trade-off. You get more firepower, but you gotta be really precise with your shots.
Well then, I guess I could. It probably lets you do mouse and keyboard with it, right? Are you using mouse and keyboard, or are you using a?
No, I'm using controller.
Oh!
Mouse and keyboard
Shit,
does not
behind
work
us.
as well. Yeah, mouse and keyboard does not work as well as you think it does. Because the thing is, you're assuming that you're going to be able to turn fluidly with a mouse. You are not. And also, one thing that you got to learn is the aiming system in Resident Evil 5 and 4. They're still under the tank drill system. So if you notice, I'll show you here if I have a. There you go. So my laser sight, right? Just hold down. Just hold the trigger. Notice how. And don't touch the right analog stick. Except for
Yeah. Okay.
they're coming upstairs. But yeah, just hold it, and you notice that how Sheva and Chris, their aim is swaying, and I'm not even touching the stick.
Yeah.
The longer you hold it, the more inaccurate they're going to be.
They want you to just hold, shoot.
Hold and shoot, but you gotta place your shot because Resident Evil was always about timing the shot. And you did that by making sure your aim was steady. I may end up. There you go.
Oh, nice. I was almost getting there. I want to see if I can hit that thing with
Oh, the diamond?
the diamond.
There
Got
you go,
it!
You got it.
I don't know, man. I feel like that's where emulation is. Like, it's holding up the world.
Emulation is what's saving and preserving games right now.
Yeah.
Because
Sheva needs her own mama heals. Do you have mama heals?
No, but I'm gonna drop the flashbang.
Machine gun, drop that.
Come on.
Yes. Boom. And then, do you
I'm
have?
gonna take-
Come
there's a
on.
herb here.
Come on.
I got an
Did you
herb
pick
for
it
you.
up?
I got an herb for you. Where are you?
I'm right in front of you. Okay.
Give herb. You take herb. Me give you herb.
Oh shit! I know. I was. Yeah. Go ahead. Give it back.
What? You
I
gave it to me?
Yeah, I
That's
accidentally
fine.
gave it to you because I was like, I was gonna use it. I was like, okay, use her. Nope, I hit the wrong button.
Take herb.
Come on!
I'm guessing we go downstairs now, though.
Yeah.
Now that
now
you've
we
gotten the
gotta-
herb status going on there.
Ah, shit! I picked up a sniper rifle. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, that's it. The limited run games thing, though, man. That's like,
Come on.
I'm not a big fan, man, of waiting
I'm
8
not-
to 12 months for a game that comes with shit that you're probably never going to use, and that some people are just going to put on a shelf, and maybe they like things on a shelf.
Yeah, I mean, honestly.
If it's a
limited
game
run
physically, cool, and if it's something that's tied behind a wall, like, that's cool too, but if it's just digital, and it's on Steam and several other platforms, I'm probably not gonna buy it. Buy it physically. Like, I don't know. You get those one-offs that are like the, like what you said, the Scott Pilgrim rules the world, and that's pretty much it, in my opinion.
That's the thing. It's one-offs now, and it's going to become pretty much every game in the future.
Well, I mean, is your concern so much to where, like, you would, if you had all the money in the world, you would buy all the limited run games? Because I feel like they're kind of expensive, too.
No, they're very expensive, and you really do have to pick and choose because it's not, by no means is it, like a casual spend. But considering how games now are expanding to almost the $70 price range for just a base game, and then you know,
Yeah.
if you want the complete version, you're almost spending upward to $150, and that's not even including, you know, that's if you're lucky to include the collector's edition or something.
See that so if do you have a PS5?
No,
If
I
you
don't.
if you buy a PS5, would you buy a physical, digital,
Physical.
and then you would re-buy all the games that like, because I feel like Sony's really good about that repackaging thing, man. Like they're gonna sell, they're just waiting for the moment to sell, Last of Us 1 remastered on the PS5. Like,
No,
you know what I mean? Like,
remaking it. They said they're straight up remaking.
oh, they're
it.
remaking it. Of course they are.
Yeah, which is stupid because I'm like, why? You look at the PS3 version going, it's ugly.
It's not though.
No, it's great.
Yeah.
It holds up beautifully. I can tell. A lot of people kept confusing it as a PS4 game.
Yeah, so I don't know. Oh god.
Yeah.
I am about to die.
But Ghost of Tsushima, I feel like should have been a PS5 game. Because PS4 Pro, PS5, they released like there's a lot I can get into about my opinions on this generation and why it's the worst generation we've had in the gaming industry.
What's the third generation?
The third generation? Oh, you're talking about like freaking Vision and shit.
Oh no! Wait. So what were you saying though?
The 8th generation.
Ah.
Yeah, the 8th generation of consoles.
Which is
PS4, Xbox One.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Yeah. So you had, but
Nice work!
Yeah, like because PS4 is not bad, but there's so many re-released PS3 games for it, and that's what people say are the good ones, or like why you should buy it. I would say God of War is really good, and obviously Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, I don't know.
The thing is, it happens with every console generation where you have the greatest hits get like a remaster.
Yeah, but Sony's so bad about it that they're putting out the same games over and over and over
They did
again.
it with the PS3 blatantly with the PS2
Yeah.
compilations.
Yeah.
They did it.
HD remasters, HD remasters, HD remasters. I'm like, okay. There are some of them that I would really love to have to play in RPCS3, which is like the Ratchet and Clank stuff,
Which I have. I have all the Ratchet and Clank.
and the Sly Cooper collection.
I have that, and that's another thing though. It's like because at the time when you could easily get PS2 games, right? You're kind of like, oh, why are you re-releasing this? I want the new shit.
Yeah.
And now that you want to go back because you realize how much the new shit takes so much out, and basically makes it almost feel like busy. Where you gotta buy a battle pass, you gotta do this, you gotta system. It's a lot. It's a lot. And you know, I'm not saying it's not fun for some people, but not everybody wants to make it. Like not everybody wants every game to basically be where you basically are you're gaining the work in grind. Some people are fine with that, but I feel like every game is basically becoming a looter shooter, an open world RPG skill tree, you know, nightmare fuel fest. Every game's got to be, you know, like a Dark Souls. I don't like back in the day when you had the sixth generation of consoles. You know, sixth generation of consoles. You had PS2, original Xbox, and every game felt unique. Every game constructed on its platform. You had Metroid Prime, you had Metal Gear, you had Resident Evil 4, you had Okami, you had Doom 3, you had Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay.
I've heard that was pretty good. I've only tested it in oh god. I've only tested it in I'm dead. Holy shit. Alright, let's see if we can beat this guy, and then I think I'm gonna call it for tonight.
All right.
I've heard that that's pretty good, though.
Oh yeah, Chronicles of Riddick is great. I have it. I played it on the original Xbox. It is phenomenal. It's a great game, and it's surprising how much Vin Diesel cared about the gaming industry at the time to put in a lot of work to the point where he started his own company because of that
Huh.
game. And he made another game called The Wheelman.
Huh.
And it recently got released on GOG, so you can buy that on GOG.
That's one thing. That's another thing that I would say is that GOG, I feel like, is
It's the retro.
I don't
store
know.
of the
Yeah,
gaming
like
industry.
it's kind of like the what do you call it? The what we just called about like limited run games, but in digital form, right?
Well, because the thing is, GOG is when you buy something, it's there forever. You own it. You don't
Right.
have DRM.
No DRM. That's what it is. Yeah.
No DRM. So it's kind of like the retro game store, while Steam is kind of like a Best Buy.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm so invested in the Steam ecosystem. I definitely bought a lot of stuff on GOG just because of the same sort of oh crap, like where else are you gonna get it type of a thing.
Back up. I need to.
Oh.
I need to get to the store. How do I get to the store? Oh, there we go. Buy. Because I need to buy something just to finish off the the Batterpede.
Batterpede.
Yeah, it's like a caterpillar / bat, so I just call it the Batterpede.
They had a sale on Sin. Remember Sin?
Yeah.
It was like built on the Quake 2 engine, I think.
Yes, and they recently did a remastered called Sin Gold. Or they're working on a remaster.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure. Is that the Night Dive Studio probably?
Yes. They're doing that, and okay, we're good to go now.
Yeah,
they're doing that. They also did.
God, Night Dive. I'm still waiting. Oops. I'm still waiting on the System Shock thing, and like I'm about to move again.
Yeah.
And I have waited a long time for that, and I will never do Kickstarter again. I'm not bad mouthing.
No, it's the simple fact that you don't know where you're going to be like 10 years from now. Because I did the same thing. I kickstarted System Shock. I moved about 5 years ago.
It still hasn't even come out yet. Yeah.
Because I did it like years ago, and I moved 2 years ago, and I may potentially be moving again.
I know. That's like my problem. You missed it.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, hold on. We can. No, we're just gonna have to
back up again.
Let's see if we can take him out. Should have got some staples too. No, we got this. We can do this.
I keep shooting it, but I feel like it's not hitting it. I mean, I'm trying to hit
you got to flip it on its back, and it's just one of those things where you got landmines inside the shed, and you're supposed to lay it, and he trips on it, and you just shoot his
underbelly.
Yeah. And
yeah, like I know I'm gonna move because I'm selling this place. Oh, there is he.
Well, he's not dead, but it's like the opportunity.
There we go.
There you go.
I'm gonna be moving again, and I don't know what to do. I know that I'm probably gonna. No, I'm staying in Texas for sure. What I'm thinking of doing is doing a paying. I wish I didn't have to, but paying for a what do you call it? A PO box. Yeah, but like, how messed up is it that I have to pay for a PO box that's like $75 a month or whatever it is, just because I order shit and it takes years to get here.
For me, because I live in the middle of nowhere,
oh,
kind of imperative.
Yeah.
But because we are going to be hired,
where are you guys moving to?
We don't know. It's just one of those things where, long story short, it's not going to happen to my dad. It's going to be my dad.
Oh, okay.
And we got to move somewhere where
maybe some land or something, dude?
Well, we have land.
Oh.
We have a shit ton of land. It's just he's too busy fighting with the neighbors, and it's kind of a neighbors from hell situation.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's not working out well because, well,
Yeah.
what did you expect? You moved basically next door to Trevor.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Well,
but
so
you looked for that one.
but at least you can sell, you know what I mean, and
Yeah.
and find some land somewhere else, you know? I don't know. That's the thing I've been thinking of, was buying some land, but then I'm cashed out then at that point, and I would have to sort of start all over, and like like I might end up in a shack or a small trailer while I like build a house for the next like 5 years, like, and I don't know if I want to do that.
A lot of people a lot of people around us have been doing that.
Yeah.
You know, because of the economy and whatnot, and they're trying to find ways to save money. Some people are moving here to, you know, do more agriculture,
Yeah.
kind of create like a doomsday shelter and whatnot.
Jesus
But-
Christ. I don't think I'm that far along. Like, I'm not like doomsday shelter status. I'm
Oh,
just.
no, over here, it's basically redneck land. Like, it's literally like Red Dead Redemption or Grand Theft Auto's Bone County from Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, okay.
We have, you know, those kind of people around us.
I'm in a low income, multifamily dominated neighborhood, and I get packages stolen from my front porch all the time. I have to have signs up that say put the packages over the fence. I get a lot of trash, beer cans, beer bottles.
It's because you're never around the house because of all the crazy, sexy YouTuber parties. You're too busy selling cheese. And
no. The new thing though was like broken bottles, because I put landscaping out there and put like I did mulch, because the other thing is like nobody has lawns, like they cut weeds, like, and nobody takes care of it, so they don't use like bags on their mowers, so they'll just like, so the weed seeds just basically fly everywhere else, and even if you try and maintain a lawn, it doesn't make sense. It's like you're just ending up fighting all the weeds that your neighbors are cutting and sort of not taking care of. So I just pulled everything up and I just did mulch, but I put rock, like, to break up the kind of monotonous view of just brown shit all over, you know, no lawn, it's just brown shit, like crushed wood, and, you know, like, so I put rocks around the edging, and like the new thing is like occasionally you'll get a broken bottle, like someone has like, instead of just set their trash in your yard, they have like thrown it and it has struck the edge, you know, the edging where it has rock around the edging, and like it breaks, and then I'm just picking up broken glass and shit, because I walk my dog, and like I don't want my dog getting,
you don't want the paws getting cut up.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
Or, you know, have them getting
Yes.
an infection.
Yes, it's a whole thing. One of the neighbors' dogs is loose all the time, but they don't do anything about it. And because it is kind of low income multifamily, so like the property taxes don't really reflect the amount of people that are living everywhere. Your roads are really bad. The schools are really bad. I saw a fight, and then eventually the cops get called when I went to work there, because we work a lot of government jobs, and we just happened to work at that one in the school system, and we just saw...
Is it like the Morgan Freeman movie, Lean On Me? Is it like that kind of level?
Yeah, like we saw 3 girls beat up some white kid.
Oh, wow.
And then later we saw a high schooler and a middle school student. This was the middle school, by the way. Like, I would not want to see what the high school is like if this is the middle school. Then we saw the middle school kid get into a high schooler fight, and the cops were called, and like someone on the road stopped and got out. We were loading up our tools, and he was like, why didn't anyone stop this? And like, you have one teacher trying to not hold one of the kids, but essentially try to stand in between them. You can't really put hands on kids like legally, right? So like, why would you do that? I'm sorry about it. Yes,
definitely.
they have to fight. I am a subcontractor. I am not here to break up fights or get sued or get hurt or anything, you know, like, that's
the thing. You're not allowed to be Hank Hill. Hank Hill gets sued and canceled.
Yeah, I just ignored the guy and tried to ignore the situation as we loaded up and got out of there, but anyways, like the loose dog thing, you can't call the pound because the pound is full all the time, so they don't care. They finally just told me that 2 weeks ago, and it tries to attack my dog, and I have to stand in front of it, and like, it's a whole thing, man. And when the dog gets attacked, it's like $400 to $600, like at the vet, and then sometimes you have to go back to have the wounds drained, the puncture wounds.
Oh damn! The neighborhood dog bite your dog?
Tries to. I've already lived in situations similar to this, but not as bad, and she's gotten attacked twice. Now I know to just stand in front of the two dogs, and my dog sort of understands that she doesn't really need to. Like, if I have to, like, get hurt, I'd rather me get hurt, because then I can sue him, whereas the other thing is a civil matter. It's so weird. Two dogs fight each other, it's a civil matter, the cops don't want anything to do with it. Their dog bites you, on the other hand, now it's a problem. They're going to, write the person a ticket, fine the person, whatever. Like, I haven't had that happen to me.
Bullshit.
Yeah, but I know now, understanding the situation, that it's better for me as a dog owner and a person to just stand in between the two dogs, because I'm not afraid of a dog. I'm afraid of that dog hurting my dog and it costing me $400 to $600, of which I don't have that kind of money,
Yeah.
But I understand your dad's pain, is what I'm trying to say.
And it's just one of those things where you're just like, but it's going to be everywhere we move. It's just that's the PTSD, his mental stability. It's just who he is, and that's just one of those things where it's one of those things where he's got to learn that he is this way. My mom's got to learn that he is this way, and that it doesn't matter where you move, what you do.
Is counseling not on the table? Like, I'd say move away from Trevor, and then possibly seek some counseling.
This is the thing, that it doesn't work, because one thing that I have, like, this is what I tell people. Imagine Major Payne mixed with Hank Hill, and you have my dad.
No, well, I have I'm a little bit of Hank Hill. I'm Major Payne at times, and I wish I wasn't, for sure.
No, like, imagine the authentic Major Payne, where he's like, so your thing is like, your leg hits, let me see your fingers, let me show you something. He's that kind of guy. This is the same guy that we left him to do trick-or-treating one night. I was like about 10 years old or so. And we went trick-or-treating. My mom, took me around the neighborhood, and she left my dad with a ball of candy to give the kids. This was his first year. She always handed out candy, but, she wanted to walk around and see, the neighborhood and stuff, and how people decorated. So when we came back, my dad opened the door. Kid rang the doorbell. My dad, has the door swinging open, and he's in his military green, underwear, kind of like tidy whities. And since his back is fucked up, he can't really bend all the way, so he kind of snaps in a 90-degree angle, like in a 45-degree, 90-degree angle, like a Herman Munster.
Yeah.
And he just looks at the kid and says, "What the fuck you want?" And the kid's just shaking, afraid, like, candy?
I wanted candy and to get out of this house.
And he's just shaking his head like, yeah, you want candy? Yeah. Well, do push-ups. I don't want to do push-ups. You're getting fucking shit. Boom! Slams the door in the kid's face. Kid walks down crying. Now, my dad taught the cat. We had a stray cat. We named it Misu, is like a Spanish word for like a whatever. It's like, it's kind of like so-and-so or so-and-so. It's just kind of like a whatever name. So we had a cat named Misu. He taught it to be a dick by basically scratching up everything, and to be a hunter. And like, he would roughhouse with the cat and whatnot, and teach it to be really aggressive. So the cat would hide in the bush or underneath tables and just scratch the hell out of you when you come passing by.
That's terrible.
Here's a kid crying, walking down the stair, walking down the driveway, and then all of a sudden the cat just goes, and the kid just runs screaming. Now, here's the thing. We didn't have any decorations. We just had like a shitty dollar store pumpkin lamp outside the window, because we just moved to this neighborhood. And that was our Halloween decoration. And here's the thing. Everyone else in the neighborhood was competing in a haunted house, or like scariest house in the neighborhood kind of thing. And you would win like a gift card to Chili's or something. And the police station was like, down the block or something. It was like a little small neighborhood community, and the police station would have like a little haunted house thing event where people can come and play like carnival games and shit. And the next day, cops knock on the door. My dad opens up and is like, congratulations, you won. What did I win? You won the scariest house. Didn't you enter? No. A lot of people called about this place.
That's funny.
So we just got $50 to Chili's, and we didn't even enter the contest. So the man who spent, over $2,000 making his house look like, a CSI homicide investigation crime scene was very pissed.
I would say so. Especially, it's just probably just like an award for your dad being the scariest person, I guess.
Basically.
Since we're not playing, I'm gonna hit I'll hit the stop button. We did 2 hours, like 2 hours or so. How much left of this? How many chapters is this game?
How much left of the shit is there?
No, I'm having fun. I'm just asking, like, what?
So if I remember correctly, I think
How many chapters?
Well, Resident Evil, if you notice, it does like this weird bullshit 5, 1, 2, 1, whatever.
Oh, okay.
So it's about as long as Resident Evil 4, because technically with Resident Evil 4, you were about to be at the you were at the halfway point. You were about to enter the third act.
Is it saved now? Like,
Yes,
I don't have to hit OK?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's legit.
And yeah, you can just exit game and whatnot, because this has a checkpoint system.